Today we got some news for Black Ops 7. Treyarch and Call of Duty just dropped a community update with some honestly really surprising changes and also some new zombies gameplay for the TranZit Farm map. And honestly, I'm excited to cover it, so let's get right into it. All right, so first thing is first. Operators, operator skins, and weapons from Black Ops 6 will not carry over into Black Ops 7. I repeat, it will not carry over into Black Ops 7. Gone, just like that. Now, I definitely don't think they did this out of the goodness of their hearts. I definitely do think with Battlefield 6 and with all the pressure it was putting on Call of Duty, which is amazing, by the way. It's a great thing. Competitiveness in this space is a good thing for everybody. It doesn't matter if you're Battlefield or COD fan. Doesn't matter. I think it's been putting a lot of pressure on Call of Duty to actually make changes to win people back over again. And it's a win for everybody. Like I said, whether you're Battlefield, Call of Duty, Halo, or whatever first-person shooter you like, competitiveness in the space is a good thing. And I'm glad they are making this change. I've always started, with Call of Duty needs to feel authentic to itself. I don't want to see Beavis and Butthead running around. I don't want to see the Ninja Turtles running around and all that other crap. They are letting double XP and Gobble carry forward, though. So obviously their quote was, "We know your progression still, will still matter, or it does matter," and they appreciate that. But everything else, brand new. No more BO6 into BO7. All of that is done. Now, I will be honest with you, one interesting thing that I have been seeing lately is that a surprising amount of people have been starting to come out and say that they hate this change, that why can't I bring my stuff over to Black Ops 7? And I would say to some people, they've been selling cosmetics for a long time. Not as, crazy as they are in the modern CODs, but ever since I feel like Black Ops 2, they've sold weapon skins, and you were never able to take these things over into the next game. And I think back then also they prioritized the theming of those games more. Now there was silly things like the baking camo back in the game, stuff like that, but it is not nearly as atrocious as it is now. Like I said, you got Beavis and Butthead, American Dad, and stuff like that. And overall, this news is huge for me. I'm not saying it necessarily makes me want to pre-order, but it does make me more interested. Now, I don't think this is the end-all, be-all. We definitely still need to make our voices heard, because if we say, oh, you guys are the greatest thing on earth just because they changed one thing, they're going to end up going back to their ways. If we want lasting change when it comes to their ways, we need to still let them know about things like skill-based matchmaking and stuff like that, if we really want permanent change, or at least a chance at it. And I mean, I know that's just my opinion, but I really do think it is important that we don't stop here. We need to keep making our voices heard if we want real change in Call of Duty. Now, the next point they brought up was cheaters. They are saying that they're going to take prevention, to take cheating more seriously with Ricochet, new detection systems, and secure boot, which kind of funny enough, they did right after Battlefield 6 did. So I feel like, again, that's the pressure thing, right? That's, Battlefield 6 kind of getting to them a little bit. And TPM 2.0 for PC players starting November 14th. Now, again, they have said stuff like this in the past. They've said that they really are working on the anti-cheat and stuff like that. But I really do think that they haven't done very good of a job as far as that aspect of the game goes. I feel like I see cheaters more in Call of Duty than in any other first-person shooter, at least AAA first-person shooter in the space. So let's hope they aren't just blowing smoke out of their ass, and let's just hope they're actually talking real stuff here, because if they're not, and you go to play, multiplayer or Warzone if you're into that kind of stuff, and it's still screwed up like by crazy amounts, then all this will be for nothing, and it'll just be a clown show for everybody to try and pre-order the game again and all that good shit. So let's talk about the new zombies gameplay that we recently got out of the COD podcast, or COD pod, whatever the hell it's called. We did get some new gameplay of the map, and again, it further cements my opinion slash, kind of outlook of the art style being so much better in this map than any other BO6 map. The only argument I could see you making is Terminus, but even for me, this looks way better than Terminus did just from this 13-second clip alone. Now, obviously, I could be jumping the gun a little bit because we don't see the whole map, and for all I know, all the rest of it could look like shit, but based off of what I'm seeing right now, it looks so much better than any of the BO6 maps did. Now, if you look at this gameplay and you either play it in a slow motion or just watch it a couple times, you will get a couple things out of it. You can see the Gobble gun machine. It looks to be the same from Black Ops 6, so it doesn't look like they're going to be making any aesthetic changes there. And if you also look at the gameplay, about midway, maybe a little towards the end, when they're inside of the farm itself, it looks like on the left side, on the very bottom left of your screen, that there's maybe an open basement that goes downstairs, but you know, it could be that shot possibly making it seem that way, and there's actually maybe like a barrier in the way where you actually can't go down there, but we'll see. If that is there, then that would be nice. Adding a little more verticality and, you know, uniqueness to this farm would be really good. Looks like you've also got some traps in there, and also looks like there may be a new building. I don't know if I'm, you know, forgetting what farm looks like, but it looks like there is a new building in this version of farm. And it also looks like there is a big fence around farm. And that possibly could be, you know, since this is the survival version of farm, the way they block off the play space so you can't go to the rest of this transit map. But again, we'll see at launch, and, you know, hopefully it'll be a nice little twist on farm, maybe not just exactly one-to-one from what we're seeing. But again, we'll have to wait and see whenever the game comes out, or at Call of Duty Next if you are watching that event. Now, I did not see the mystery box or pack-a-punch on this map, but from what I've heard, at the beginning of the game, all the doors will be open and pack-a-punch will automatically be there. So there won't be like a quest to turn on power and farm or anything like that. So it's not going to be like a Liberty Falls situation where it's more traditional in the sense where it's more questy-like, where you go and you turn on something and then you get more features to the map. It will be just a straight up, you drop into the map and you just play and shoot zombies, which again, I am really liking that they are bringing the survival feature back. I really do. So what does this all mean for me? Personally, I am optimistic. Now, again, I don't think the changes they mentioned earlier that I talked about in this video are necessarily because they are good-willed or good-hearted. I think they're feeling the pressure from Battlefield 6 and the community to make changes. But I am optimistic for that reason, and I really hope Battlefield 6 kills it so they continue to put pressure on Activision to continue making changes like this. So we will have the new fresh weapons, hopefully, at least a majority of them, fresh skins, a new start, a focus on more quote-unquote grounded reality is what they said, but you know what they're trying to get at. They're trying to get back to that quote-unquote Call of Duty identity, and this is a good start. Now, again, we should not stop here. We need to stop, you know, acting like this is the greatest thing since sliced bread, but this is a start, and we need to continue letting our voices be heard, and hopefully they will continue to make more changes like this. Now, the farm survival map does look pretty good visually. There's a lot of great art direction changes, like I said earlier, and you know, we'll see more whenever Call of Duty Next comes around, or if you decide to wait till you play the game yourself. But this is looking better so far than Black Ops 6, at least on face value, because I remember when looking at Black Ops 6, I could immediately tell that the art direction just was not there for me. It just wasn't there, and this is going in a much better direction art-wise for me, and hopefully they continue to stay that way. So that is everything that we know so far about the TranZit Farm map and the little community update that Activision and Treyarch put out there. What do you guys think? Are you excited for the new survival map version of Farm? What do you think of the carryover changes? Are you a fan of them? Are you not a fan of them? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I want to hear what you guys think and talk to you guys about it. I always love, you know, talking to the community about their opinions. And hopefully we see more decisions like they made yesterday. So if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment below again, like I said, and we will see you in the next one.